Just quickly, what's your favorite J album all time?
All time?
Yeah. And you can switch it up. I'm not gonna hold you to it. If you ask me this question,
I don't know because
30 episodes.
it kind of changes. Like I love the Blueprint.
Is that the first one that came to mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Volume 3 was when I really was like Volume 2 and 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Volume 2 and 3.
All right, I'll give you two.
As I got older, obviously Reasonable Doubt became because
it aged amazing.
Then you understand lyrics and you understand what he was going through. Just seeing my guys.
It's funny you say that
in the street.
It's funny you say that because I was never a really big Jay-Z fan when I was younger.
Yeah.
I gravitated more to Nas, but I realized that you don't understand Jay-Z until you get to a certain age.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and unless you're living a certain like high level life, which most people aren't, and they'll front. So just as long as you know that, but you got to get to certain experiences and certain he was beyond, levels to understand Jay.
It's levels to it, but like because he was beyond our taste.
Yeah.
He's talking about brands
that
you
wild
might not
shit. Like,
you might not get that brand until years later. Watches that you hear about years later.
We were ground level
champagnes.
Thinking. Yeah, he was on second and third floor with it
because he had already been doing it.
Yeah.
He's been
had older mans too, right?
He had money. Like I remember a Cam interview where he was like, "Yeah, that nigga always had money. Like, you would go to his house." The whole wall is a fish tank.
Yeah, already up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why like classic verses, like him on that Pusha record, like you're like, whoa.
Drug Dealers Anonymous?
When he's talking about ripping the floor up for the koi fish.
Fish.
You know what I mean? Like he's beyond what we like. He had brownstones in Brooklyn
and I think that's part of his allures because he put you like he made you like it was almost fantasy rap. You know what I mean? Like he had you thinking and dreaming, like of what possibilities could be off this guy. He says, "Yeah, no, I'm doing this right now." You know what I mean? To a certain level that other people are co-signing. All right, so my J album, I guess 2 for me, just because of certain spots. I got to go with the Black album, and I got to go with the Blueprint.
Okay, so we're good on the Blueprint. Yeah. The Black album is it for you?
It's one of the best bodies of music in hip hop history.
Love it.
Jay-Z,
couple skips.
I feel like Jay-Z thought he was really gonna retire. I think he wrote that album because he actually thought he was done. It sounds like a send-off.
It was a send-off.
It sounds like
everybody was getting their movie shit off at that point.
It sounded like even the Fade to Black. Like
the Fade to Black is what made it more official.
Yeah,
because when you're seeing him making the records, 99 Problems in the studio.
For
you know what I mean?
Like it's
with the Beastie Boys and Rick Rubin right there. Like when you're seeing that visually, like. It changes the record because you're realizing that he is doing it and then he's piecing it in.
Yeah,
like he had already thought out you don't write nothing down.
Yeah,
so your mind and him trying to get the accent right.
Yeah, you
just remember like being a rapper. You remember in the booth when you're trying to do something a little different, and you got to practice it to yourself.
Add a little twang to it.
You got to practice it to yourself a few times.